Hey, what's up? Dr. Memo here from drmemogamboa.com. Coming at you with a live video. It's my first live video on YouTube. What's up, YouTube? And I think I've done one or two before on Instagram, but I figure I better start, using these two places as well. So anyway, if you don't know who I am, my name is Dr. Memo Gamboa. I'm an optometrist by trade who got into some network marketing, who in turn got into some affiliate marketing and just marketing in general, which I really enjoy. Long story short, I'm a family man first, so my goal is always to be with my family as much as possible, which is why I'm shooting this video right now while everybody's in bed. So I just wanted to talk about something I read from a book by the author's name is Matthew Kelly. And they're not the same thing. People think they're the same thing, but they're not the same thing. Where pleasure is often a short-term type of thing, and happiness is a long-term byproduct. But getting healthier, right? So there is, what should I do? Should I eat cookies right now, or should I go to the gym, right? Because I really want to go home and have some cookies, right? and people right now, you're thinking, I think that would make me really happy to go home and actually have some cookies instead of going to the gym, right? But that's not happiness. That's pleasure, right? So in the end, it just gives you pleasure. And it's short-term gain, because after you eat the cookies, how do you feel? You don't feel so great, right? You feel like, oh man, kind of almost feel like, I hate to say it, but you kind of feel like a failure, right? Like, oh, I didn't go to the gym. Instead of going to the gym, I end up eating this, 10 Oreos, and so that's pleasure. Yeah, it's pleasure in the moment, but afterwards sucks, where if you go to the gym, right? Yeah, it's kind of hard to get there, but once you're there, you're feeling good. You feel, you get that natural high they talk about all the time, and you start feeling happy. Working on that distinction is something I'll have to work on all the time, because and not just for health, but just in general, what do I want to do in that moment, right? And a lot of people, especially entrepreneurs, we talk about like sacrificing time and energy, right? So you can have more time, right? So a lot of times it takes a lot of hard work, and it takes a lot of your time to be able to build a real business. Having that conversation with your spouse, like, look, in the next 3 years, I really want to build something special, so I'm not going to be around a lot. You know what? For me, that doesn't make me happy. That doesn't, I'm a family man first. It just doesn't bring me any kind of happiness in the long term. And because really what it comes down to is like substances and things and material things, they don't really bring long-term happiness, right? And that's where and the book's name is Perfectly Yourself. I finally remembered, Perfectly Yourself. So it's about being your best self, right? And those things don't bring you happiness. Alcohol, a couple drinks, make you feel happy. The next day you're miserable, and your mind's all groggy for a couple days, and you're just never not yourself. And it can lead to alcoholism, because those short-term pleasures have led to all these things. And what he was saying is that happiness is really not like an achievable goal. Like you think of a goal, right? If I read this correctly, happiness is not something you get to, right? Like, oh, I'm gonna try to be happy. If I get this one more thing, if I get this car, I'll be happy. If I do this, I'll be happy. But it's more a byproduct of your decisions. Decisions you make, and so you can choose to, cheat on your wife or not cheat on your wife, right? You can choose to go to the gym, or choose not to go to the gym and eat donuts, right? So, and that's what he says. A friend of his put that, just do the next right thing. What's the next right thing to do? And that's what you should do. And sometimes most of the time, when you're doing what you feel is right and is the right thing to do, the decision is going to be good. And yeah, sometimes you'll get it wrong, and that's okay. you move forward. But because you're not perfect, right? You're just perfectly yourself, and we're all unique and we're all different. But mistakes are part of life, and you just want to make sure that you're not confusing short-term pleasure um, for long-term happiness. They're not the same thing, and you know, maybe it's a promiscuous lifestyle. Someone out there, a man or woman going, being with a lot of people, for short-term pleasure, or maybe it's alcohol, maybe it's drugs, maybe it's whatever. I don't know. All I know is that you have to do you. And if you have a passion project and you want to work on that for the next 3 years, then by all means do that. Because if you're not, it's going to make you miserable. And some people, they're going to miss, and they're okay with that. And like Gary Vaynerchuk always talks about, he's okay, with the fact that he may miss his son's game-winning shot one day because he's too busy working. And that's him, and that's why maybe he's doing so well, right? That's not me. Some people, I don't want to put my head down like optometry school, right? I put my head down for 4 years, and when I looked up, I was done. I was a doctor, and my life was going, right? But I mean, those 4 years, I just straight focus on that. I was already dating my wife Imelda, and she didn't see me too often, once a week at the most. And when I was testing a lot, she didn't see me hardly at all, and that's just the way it was. And that's what I did to try to, get through school. You put your head down, and if you want to build something amazing, and you want to do it quick, then yes, you're going to have to put your head down and sacrifice whatever your current lifestyle is to do so, right? Me, if my current lifestyle was something I was doing, where I was, working or by myself and not with my family, then yeah, sure. If I had some sort of passion project, I put my head down and try to go after it. But but now with this lifestyle, I rather, with my family and everything, I'm not going to sacrifice too much time for them. I'm not going to sacrifice movie nights right now when my kids are little, because I don't want to put my head down for 4 years and I'm working on something and get up and see that they're grown, So, but that's just me. You got to do you. So basic message here: don't confuse short-term pleasure for long-term happiness, right? You do you, and figure out what's actually making you happy and what's just a short-term pleasure. Hey, and it's hard to resist. My just speaking of health, because I'm always battling health, battling my weight. I often succumb to the short-term pleasure of a good chocolate chip cookie. But in the end, it's just really about making the right decision. All right, man. So I hope you like this. If you did, comment or give me a thumbs up or a like or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, peace out, and I'll see you guys next time. Hey, Elizabeth. See you, YouTube.